So that's when I discovered I had breast cancer.
Wow.
A little crazy, but it was small enough that they could take it out. I went through chemo, radiation, all the way bald.
Yes.
You know, half a boob. But you know, I mean, it's I don't care. I'll take a half a boob, but she's still here.
What's up, half Centenarians? So I'm not at the house that Jack built. I am at the house that dresses Shaq. You will not believe this. We wear the same size. Oh my gosh. So now I can borrow Shaq's shoe. What? Or he can borrow mine. How about that? Anyway, Renee Tom is here. I gotta go back and let, Shaq check out some of my shoes. We'll see you guys later. Shaq! What's up, half Centenarians? Oh my God. So let me just tell you what. I just came through is it called a swarm or a herd of unicorns? Get in here. Yes, you will not believe I am on Beautiful Drive. Is that right? Rainbow
Drive. Hello.
Anyway, so we are in the land of milk and honey and all things eclectic, and we are here with Renee Tom, and I'm so excited. We've had so much fun. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, then we're gonna keep going, and then you can join the party. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, you welcome. Welcome to my humble abode.
I put me in place. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
If I had hair.
You know, I had mine's back now, so I can do it.
That's
I
it.
can do it. Yes.
That's
I
it.
can do it. Yes.
We'll talk about that too.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's. I'm Renee Tom, and I literally just turned 50. I mean, 2 days ago I turned 50, so I'm a brand new member.
Welcome.
Of the Half Centenarian Club.
Thank you, and thank me.
Yes.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome to the club.
Yes.
You feel any different?
No. You know what? I feel better. I didn't feel bad before. I just feel like, oh, wait.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
smelling myself a little bit.
now. Yes.
Took me a while to get here, and I made it, and I feel good.
And I made it. That's the key. That's the key. And you're kicking, and you're just
I'm
alive,
thriving.
kicking. Yes. Had a wonderful party. I heard.
Oh my gosh, such a good party that I'm still. I think there might be some eyelash glue still right here that has not come off. But other than that, yes, it was a fantastic party.
So
really
glad
good.
that you have made it to the club. There's a lot of things that we talk about on the Half Centenarian journey. But when we get to this place in our last 50, man, for me, a lot of people, and you'll see, because you're what, newly minted?
Yes.
2 days.
Brand new.
But
just a baby.
you are just getting your wings right now. But just know that it gets gooder.
Oh, I believe that. Thank you.
Gooder. Tell us a little bit about what you do and, let us into your world just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm a huge lover of all things vintage. I always have been. And of course that love stemmed from my mommy.
Right.
But we'll get into her later.
Yes.
But so because of that love, I was on I was working at my sister's shop here in Atlanta, and a friend of mine who was a world famous stylist now, Rachel Johnson.
All right.
She was she had to style or assist somebody in styling Music Soul Child from way back in the day,
okay.
right, a long time ago. And because they know I love kids and vintage, all things vintage, they're like, Renee, do you want to go thrift shopping and find some kids' clothes for this video? I was like, do I?
Yes.
And I was out, and so I found all the best clothes I could find, and then they flew me to Philly. And from there, I just turned into this fabulous wardrobe stylist. You see me for you now.
And now you're in the forefront. You're dressing some people that are out there in the front. You care to share?
Yes. Well, so one of my most favorite folks to dress is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
And it's not even. It's really my most favorite part about him is that he is the nicest, sweetest guy ever, and it's really an honor to just kind of be in his circle and get to watch, mostly teary-eyed, at how sweet he is to everybody consistently. And it's like, oh my gosh, like we speak in the same love language, and it's really, really nice. So
that's definitely genetic. Let me just say that, because his mom is like,
oh my gosh.
Yes. So it is, you can have both sides. So it can be a really good genetic encoding.
Yes.
Or not.
Yeah.
But
this is a really good one.
That's right.
Lucille O'Neal really did a fantastic job.
And did y'all see that shoe? Did y'all see that shoe? So just a little baby tiny shoe, but just such a big person, but with a big heart as well.
Yeah, it's bigger than him.
So when I was walking around the house and going through the museum, you have this real eclectic taste, vintage things that all of us that are in our half centenarian world are going to be so familiar with the velvet pictures and all that kind of stuff. And so when we think about vintage, some of us just go out every now and then, maybe go a little 5 points and grab something at Ragorama.
Cute stuff.
But you have, back in your lineage, someone who brought all of that into your, I guess, just in your home and your vantage point. So tell us a little bit about how all of that happened when you were growing up to get you here.
Oh, wow. So my mommy, she's the Canadian side of the family. And so we grew up in this place called Kingston, Ontario, a really small city. Well, it's a university town, so it's pretty well known for that. But otherwise, it's just a little small city about 2 hours east of Toronto. And every year they would always have the old clothing show and sale.
Okay.
And I think it's still back there. So when we were growing up, me and my two older sisters, older sisters, I'm the baby. Could be 50, but I'm still the baby.
You're still the baby. Can't take that away.
No, sorry.
Never.
So it is. My mom would always had such a love for vintage clothes herself, and she used to have these stores when we were growing up, and she could make jewelry out of anything, like whatever she could make out of belts, out of everything. And so she would pack up all these clothes, and we would put them in a van with all these garment bags, and in the middle of the night, go off to Toronto, drive to Toronto, like sleeping on top of these garment bags. My poor mom driving herself.
Okay.
And we would go in the middle of the night, and then we would set up this booth in this massive, huge convention hall full of like-minded people.
Gotcha.
And so we were just surrounded by like the coolest stuff ever. And
that's where all this started.
We got it from my mom. Yeah.
Yes.
So now what's so amazing to me is that now my basement, which is like now my studio, is full of racks on racks on racks, like my mom had when we were young. And so this is
Except
like,
now you're not taking it out in the dark in the middle of the night.
No.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference, you know?
Yes.
All right. So now we brought in the queen to this whole situation and all of that. I guess the vintage part of life that not only did Renee have, but her sisters, I'm sure all of them have that little part of their lives that they can go back and remember. So you have brought all of that to the table for them, and when they were growing up, all of the vintage clothing and probably furniture and things like that as well. So tell us, Miss Donna, welcome. Tell us a little bit about what is your interest in the vintage world?
Well, it wasn't really vintage at the time that I started because I was living through that and wearing all those clothes myself.
So you were just really into clothing?
Yeah, I was really into the latest thing, whatever it was.
How did you get started, like owning stores, and you just had that much of a love for fashion?
Yeah, because I used to. Well, I was in that era.
Gotcha.
You know, miniskirts and the whole bit, all. So I just loved it, and so I would go and. Oh, I remember coming home with big bags of stuff, and the kids, and I'd come in, everybody go, yay, and come running over, and then. They thought I had groceries and I had clothes because they were using brown paper bags back then, you know. And I'd come in with these big bags and they all come running in and I go, oh, and I'd start pulling them out, showing them stuff because I was all happy and they're going, oh.
We're hoping for chips and dip, you know what I mean? Instead we got
So where would you have gotten those clothes from? Did you go to different stores or did you go to like resale shops?
Yes, resale shops.
See,
yeah, resale shops.
Yeah, a lot of thrift shopping.
Yeah,
too,
a lot of thrift shopping.
Yeah.
So even though maybe they weren't vintage at that point, but that was the same feel.
That was, I just went and got stuff for the day, you know, right there.
Yeah.
But it was a good era to be born into.
But she also did, you know, she's being humble because she's a jewelry maker extraordinaire. Like her pieces have been on Beyonce, Angie Stone.
Now you're holding out.
She is holding out. Sleepy
just,
Brown.
You know,
but you're holding out. So you have an artistry outside of just picking fashion. So are you still doing that now?
No, I don't do it anymore.
But she has so much of it, though. So much of it. Carrie Hilson
well, you know
wears her
what?
pieces.
When she had her
Lots of
store
people.
on 5 Points, I told you I had my stuff in there too.
Yes.
So
you have this artistic glow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get it from her.
That's
we
what
really all do.
absolutely.
All three of us do. My middle sister Kim is very creative as well. All of us. We get it from our mama.
You get it from our mama.
Literally.
And then you're here with this humble pie, but you should be, because you have so much that are, see, now we've been talking before this show because we have this Libra connection, but you've been holding out on me, but it's all good. So with you being here and you are a legacy, you leave, you know, you pass that legacy on of, probably not yet because you still love fashion. However, your daughter is doing that. I wanted to ask you though, Renee, every one of us goes through something, and you had a little lump in the road.
Yes.
So talk to us about that, and how'd that change your view on where you are today?
Well, I've always been a pretty positive, outgoing person anyways. I just couldn't help it. If I was head of spirit committee in high school and stuff, of course. So, and plus my best friends, as they were going through, as my best friend was going through her own health crisis, I just sort of put my own to the side. I felt this little lump kind of over here, and I was like, what is that? But as I was focusing on her, I wasn't really thinking about myself.
Right. We do that
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So then once she unfortunately passed, and then my other best friend passed, I was like, okay, maybe I should go check myself out.
Yeah.
So that's when I discovered I had breast cancer.
Wow.
A little crazy, but it was small enough that they could take it out. I went through chemo, radiation, all the way bald.
Yes.
Half a boob. But, it's, I don't care. I'll take a half a boob. It's still here.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Really
So
good.
you guys have so much wonderful energy in this room, and I have the love of your family and the love of your friends and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I just want to ask you, if you were to tell your 25-year-old self something, what would that be?
Be thankful for it. Because everything, we're sitting here in my dream house. Yes. I'm talking to the half Centenarians, you know what I'm saying, founder and all that. With my mom.
With your mom.
And, and I'm just thankful for having gone through that. Good. Because it's like, so look where I am now.
Yes.
I went through divorce and all kinds of stuff.
Blah,
blah, blah, blah. And, and look where we landed. Truly, I just celebrated my 50th, like I said, with a house full of people that had so much love for me, and it was just a really amazing vibe. And
her big mantra was that she always says, "Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be all right."
That's it. When I was 17, my mother had gave me a magnet that says, I have it floating around here somewhere, that says, I don't believe in miracles. I rely on them.
Oh.
And when I tell you, that is like my mantra.
I love that.
Yes, because
we
that's
know what
it.
you're saying. Keep that in mind, you guys. Life is to be lived, and it is definitely to be shared. You never know who's watching you, so grab someone that's coming up on the half centenarian journey.
Yes.
Bring them. Each one reach one is what we're trying to do. Look at this beautiful woman that's right here. Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your time, you guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, follow us, and then don't ever forget that there's always somebody watching you. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.